Hey man, it's week 6 of Fried Footy. 3 TV's producers are here. We're getting fried, maybe off camera, talking footy. And then fellas, Chuck, Brad, before we get into it, I am thrilled about 2 things. Like, crazy excited about 2 things. One, I made a lot of money on that Liverpool money line today.
Woo!
The easiest money of the weekend. It was beautiful. But also, and even more importantly and less selfishly, bro, we've gone up 500 subs in the past week. We're at 600 subs. Crazy.
Make some noise for the
Shout out to
footy.
the YouTube people,
Make some
baby.
noise for the footy. I'm gonna call them the footies. Make
The
some noise
footies,
for the
I like
footies.
that. You know what we got to get into? What I made money on. Liverpool
We dancing on their grave.
dancing on Man City's grave as they killed Man City 2-0. I mean, it was only 2-0, so it doesn't seem like it, but if you watch the game, not for 1 second did you think Manchester City actually had a chance to win. Brad, you agree with that, right?
I mean, for the first, maybe 60 seconds.
Man's just trying to cope. Man said I had a stopwatch.
I got my cough syrup here. I'm sick and I'm a little sick
Damn,
of Man City.
got you. Man City got you
got
ill.
down bad like that,
got
bro?
me
Yeah.
ill.
Stress.
Pour up a little.
Yikes!
Damn,
Oh my!
man.
Oh my God!
That's
Jeez.
how it is as a
Pep,
man.
you see what you're doing to the people in America, Pep? You see? From what I saw, you guys were overwhelmed by Liverpool, and I don't think anyone has said that about Man City in a very long time. So you're the Man City guy. That was my larger takeaway.
Yeah, we were definitely overwhelmed. Man City, this is a different team. Liverpool has world-class players at basically every position, and Man City's got a couple. When you're rolling out old-ass Gundogan, washed-ass Kyle
Name the
Walker.
couple. Name the couple. I didn't see any. Name the couple.
Well, Holland, I think, is still a world-class player, but has no service. Your guys
you
like
said plural. So what's
Just remember a month ago he was the best scorer finisher. Now he's I love when I look like a prophet. But continue.
Holland feels like a good kid in a problematic family, and I just want better for him now.
Okay.
I'm like
we got that, but who else? Who else? we need more people.
world class. I mean, Ruben Diaz, that's a world class defender. He just came back. It's kind of tough to name another, but maybe that's true. I thought Ake did a great job on Salah, to be fair.
He did.
But Liverpool has it at every position. Like, the new additions they made to the team in the past couple years, in the midfield especially, with Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, McAllister, those guys have breathed new life into the team. Like, the service they give to Mo Salah on the break is incredible.
Yeah. Some of those passes were nuts.
Yeah, and I'm just looking. Man City couldn't put any pressure on them. Like Gravenberch, some of those turns he was making in the midfield to get off the pressure, man. He looked like fucking Zidane.
Yo, I think the biggest thing for this game is because we're talking about, of course, Manchester City, but I think it's over, fellas. Everyone else is playing for second place. I think Liverpool, they're up 9 points, I believe now, in first.
Yeah, they're up 11 on Man City.
I just don't see any team catching them.
We are 13 games into a 38-game season.
Hey,
There's
man,
a lot of footy to be played.
1/3 of the season, when you know, you know.
Perhaps.
Listen, I'm not mad at the idea that you believe that they are ahead of. I'm not mad at that concept or that thought process. It's just too early.
Outside of injury, that's the only thing that's going to derail it. It's a major injury.
Well, hold on. Before we continue, can we get some Pep? Because Pep is my favorite. Pep is my favorite person, and I need Pep. I need more Pep.
Once they scored the second goal, the Liverpool fans were singing that Pep's getting sacked in the morning.
Listen, the announcer is killing me. He's a good. He's so hurt that. Listen, I'm with Pep, bro. Stop playing with me. Stop playing.
You can throw up two hands,
For your championship. Come on, bro.
This year.
Stop it.
That's how you know when it's over. When you're like, oh, I got all these chips.
What?
You
Okay.
got nothing else to sell, man. He's just selling the past.
I can't believe I'm about to do this because I can't believe. But this is not even his full squad. Like, if I'm Pep, so to him, Pep is like, listen, when my shit right, I'm right. So please be cool. So I give Pep a little leeway for this one.
Yeah, I feel like Pep he's going through like a midlife crisis right now. Did you see you saw the press conference after they blew the 3-0 lead in the Champions League?
Hi Pep, sorry to go off topic, but you've got a cut and apparently some others.
With my finger here, with my nail.
That's
Oh,
what I wanted to know.
I wanna hurt myself. Yeah.
To be fair, Pep just like me at 3 a.m. on Twitter. So like, I'm not really. That's what I'm saying. Like, I really like Pep. Like, if he didn't coach Man City, well, when he didn't, he was my type of cat. He's funny as hell.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing that I felt watching that game, you know, because like I've given up on the hopes that Man City is like really a contender. But what the fuck is Kyle Walker still doing on this team? I cannot figure that out. On the first goal, he was just walking behind Cody Gakpo as Cody Gakpo got in the way of the Mo Salah cross for that first goal. I don't understand it. I know Kyle Walker has a lot of extracurricular activities going on. His wife just allegedly filed for divorce in October after she found out about his second family. You know,
well, she knew about it. I think there was another baby with the second family. I think
second baby.
I think that was the issue. You know, you can't have 2 babies in the second family. Come on,
get this guy out of here.
When I saw my man Timo Werner sprint past Kyle Walker with the ball like a week ago, that's when I knew it was over. So I'm on your side, Brad. Kyle Walker at the very least is nowhere near where he once was.
I mean, I said that last week.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. On the other side, you know, Liverpool looks amazing, and the center of their offense, as always, as it's been since he came to Liverpool, was Mo Salah. And again, hard to imagine Liverpool without him right now. But for everyone at home right now, Mo Salah is a free agent at the end of this season, and Liverpool has not offered him a new contract. And this was the interview Mo Salah had a couple days ago where he talked about what's been going on with his contract.
There's a lot of talk about your future. What's the latest you can tell us on that?
Well, we're almost in December. I haven't received any offer to stay yet in the club, so probably I'm more out than in. So.
How do you feel about the fact there hasn't been an offer then? Does that disappoint you?
Of course, yeah.
My man said he's more out than in.
I mean, what does that mean? What does that mean? Because he said that, but this was after the Southampton game that they had won, and this was, like you said, it was a few days ago. And what did they go on to do? I mean, they went on to go beat Real Madrid in the Champions, and they went on to go beat Man City today in Premier League. And what did he do? And it wasn't like he soaked. He was the best player both matches. Mo Salah's job is to play soccer. His job is to get paid to play soccer. Liverpool ain't trying to pay him, so this is a negotiation tactic as much as it is anything else.
And I think Mo Salah, as a negotiator, has some leverage right now. And I think Mo Salah should maybe tell Liverpool, you don't want to give me a new contract? Let's see how you look without me for a few games, you know? Let's see how you look in the Champions League without Mo Salah on the right wing.
What are you saying? You're suggesting that he sit out?
If I'm Mo Salah right now, I'm sitting out. Because at this point, if he gets hurt, they're never giving him $1. And he is running that team's offense. All of these games, these goals are all going through Mo Salah, and he's getting no respect, bro. Like, and at this point, he's going to lose all his leverage.
He's not getting any respect. That's a bit.
He's getting no respect.
That's a bit dramatic.
Yo, pay that man. Are you kidding me?
How are you going to go into the locker room and look your teammates in the eye talking about you're sitting out?
First of all, I get what you're saying, but I hate that you're making me do this, Brad. Liverpool has other people like you can't just.
Who's replacing Mo Salah? Who? Tell me for real.
You're right. Just listen. By the time the new contract kicks in, he'll be 33, and at the end of the contract, he'll be 36.
Here's the thing. Right now, Liverpool has a chance to win the Premier League and win the Champions League.
Yes.
With this group, they could go back to back. This team looks amazing, but Salah is the fucking key. And they're just right now, they're just letting him fucking flap in the wind.
It's not. Listen.
Mad disrespectful.
I feel like you're just trying to sow discord in Liverpool because it makes you feel better. Like exactly, evil genius. Because you're not wrong, but I just don't see what the need for this is other than causing issue. Because he's been playing like if he wasn't playing well, I could see everything you're saying.
But also, to be fair, like why did he even speak on it in public?
Was asked.
You tell me.
You don't have to answer it. It's still a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows what he's doing with that answer.
How would you feel if you were him?
He's made it very clear that I'm more sad than angry. That's what I took from that. It's Christmas time. He got kids. He got gifts to get. You know, that trip to Africa.
I'm pretty sure Mo Salah is Muslim, buddy.
I mean, the festive time is the festive time of the year.
Hey,
You know a lot of Christians named Mohammed.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
But I will say though, this could be a shrewd business tactic by Liverpool because Mo Salah is playing for a contract. He's playing in some of his best soccer right now because he has something to prove. He doesn't have much security right now. He's got to ball out. He can't afford at 32 years old to have a down year.
Someone gonna give him the bag.
Yeah, speaking of guys getting a bag, Kylian Mbappe scored a goal this weekend, as he usually does against the small clubs of Spain.
You are a big hater. A big hater.
I'm just talking about statistics and facts, and I'm just saying,
What
did Kylian Mbappe do against Liverpool? He missed a penalty.
He didn't score. Nobody did anything. What are you talking about?
He had a penalty and he missed it. He had an 80% chance to score, and he fucking fluffed it. Do you remember this penalty? Let me show you this. Maybe the backwards touch to the head.
All you want to do is hate more, so show. Go.
في الأنفيلد واقتلعت كل من أمامها وسجل هدف لكن الآن ضربة جزاء يتقدم مبابي.
That was pretty bad. That's pretty
bad. Well, and in this weekend's game, when they had a penalty, Real Madrid was like, Mbappe, actually, we're gonna give the ball to our boy Bellingham.
I love how you add all these.
You're good, but
I love how you add all these things. Like,
what a penalty!
Man, doesn't have the the cheekiness that my brother Bellingham had. This is such a cheeky goal, bro. Come on.
I don't know. I think they're coming into an issue where I think Mbappe feels he should be the leader of this team in some way. And he's not. Like Bellingham, they've been pushing him in a more attacking role after starting him in a pretty defensive role to begin the season, and it's kind of turned around the past few games for Madrid. I saw this moment before the Liverpool game that I wanted to show you guys, where it was kind of interesting, where Mbappe tried to give Bellingham like a little pregame advice, and Rudiger just
hold on before you show you the video. How you know he was trying to give a pregame advice?
How you know
they weren't talking about central?
I can read body language, baby. We were told that. We really.
Hold on, run the video one more time. Run the video one more time. And my man Belly was just like, "I hear you, my brother, but what you saying ain't really moving me right now." That was all that was. Like, it wasn't it's not beef.
I still can't get past Brad trying to judge Kylian Mbappe's aura. Like, that's what just killed me.
That's basically what he did. He went for his aura isn't in it.
The aura is awful right now. Did you see that aura?
Crazy.
You're crazy. First of all, Mbappe, here's the thing. This is the most unique situation Mbappe has been in as a soccer player. You are now not the best player. You are one of the best players. So I just think, there's adjustment periods. There's a lot of that. I think you're doing a lot more reading into it than it really is, personally. Just saying.
That could be true. How did you feel watching Manchester United this past weekend, Chuck?
Hold on. This is where you put the music down on the bed a little bit, boo boo boo, boo boo boo, and then you bring up that triumphant symphony music. Because that's what the fuck is going on. Number 9 in the table. I know you fucking see it. Guys. We're almost so close. Listen, I pray for times like this. I prayed. Brad, I prayed.
You said we're almost so back?
I pray for times like this, Brad. That's what you don't
You can't
realize.
even give me a we're so back. You only can give me a we're almost so back.
Oh yeah, see, because that was the problem. I'm not like a Man City fan who I'm going down and I then got ooh on my face. No, slow and steady, and that's what we did. I came out here. I was like, we ain't got the talent. I was wrong. Ruben is a mastermind. Ruben just needed a little kick in the ass, and now Marcus Rashford is all he can do is score goals. Anthony, have you seen Anthony? His ass on the bench. I'm loving it. I'm loving everything. Bro, I'm loving everything. And like I said, we prayed for times like this. Like I said, maybe Ten Hag really was, maybe Brad was right all along. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this. Maybe Ten Hag really just was that bad of a manager. Maybe he did not have the chops, and Ruben does.
Ten Hag was terrible because he kept Amad Diallo on the bench consistently, even when he played well. And what is the first thing that Ruben did when he came in? He said, I'm going to fit Amad into the team, even at a position he's never played. Amad has never played wingback. He's a number 10. He's an attacker, and they're putting him in a real hybrid offensive-defensive role. He was incredible today. And the passes from Xerxes, who people had written off Xerxes, but he played like a 6'5", false 9 today, getting the ball in the midfield and playing these beautiful through balls to Amad. I give my props to Man U, and I saw a really sobering stat today, which is that Man U has a better goal differential than Manchester City.
Yeah. But to your credit, you've been on Amad, so I'll give you that as well. And like you said, Ruben has found a place for Amad, and it has worked.
Yeah, Amad was the best player on the pitch for them. He was really impressive. I mean, Rashford played great, Xerxes played great, but Amad was the guy that kept kind of creating all these chances.
Yeah, I don't think there's no denying that since Ruben has been there, he has seemed to be able to get the most out of these players.
All right, so Chuck, where do you got Man U ending the season?
Ooh, now we're getting spicy. So, I remember someone said Tottenham was finishing 4. They were finishing 4. And
nothing's, I don't know why you're laughing. Nothing's changed.
I don't know. I'm just telling you.
Nothing's changed?
Nothing's changed.
And last time I checked, we were 1 point behind them. I think we're going to finish between 6 and 9. I don't think we're falling anywhere lower than where we are now. But I think this is where we can go up. But I think this is where we are with this season. I think we are somewhat still a middle of the road team where there's things to get together.
Going back to La Liga for a second, Rodney, Barcelona had a really disappointing 2-1 loss this weekend to a side that's fighting not to get relegated, Las Palmas.
Yeah.
What did you think of that? How worried are you with what you've been seeing from Barcelona?
Look, Barcelona is on a bit of a losing streak. You know, they're definitely not meeting expectations right now. But I'm actually not worried about them at all. 25 shots, or over 25 shots, 80 shots on goal.
They're fighting for they're fighting for the league now. This is not a thing where they have a time to just kind of, get right. No, they lose their next game or they draw and Madrid wins. Madrid is on top of the table.
I don't think I ever expected Barcelona to be running away with this.
Okay.
We'll see. My expectations just weren't as high to begin with.
Well, no.
I think coming into the year, everyone expected Real Madrid to run away with La Liga. And Barcelona was fantastic for the first few months. A big part of it was their new coach, Hans Flick. The system he runs with a really high defensive line put a ton of pressure on opposing defenses, but also created those offside trap problems. Like you saw Mbappe get caught 7 times in an offside trap. This past weekend against Las Palmas, they got totally exploited with that high line. Las Palmas was in behind again and again and again. And the other problem is Barcelona's chances were not high quality. Yes, they were getting shots on goal, but there's a difference between a great shot on goal and a shot that's kind of hit at the keeper. And Lamine Yamal was back. He played the second half. He played 45 minutes. He got 4 shots off. We can't say, we're just waiting for Lamine Yamal. Granted, he's not fully integrated. They have a ton of injury problems. Frankie de Jong has been coming back from an ankle injury, and he does not look right. He is a crucial box-to-box midfielder for them. and he's supposed to be back, but he's clearly not back. Rafael Araujo, an incredible center back, is still working his way, coming back from an injury. I think it's a dangerous moment for Barcelona in terms of staying with Madrid because Vinny's coming back. This is not a 3-month, 4-month injury for Vinny. Vinny's supposed to be out another couple of weeks, and he's going to be back at striker. And Madrid is so overloaded with talent that I think Barcelona's got to figure that shit out soon.
Madrid, they're like, not like they're blowing out people. Like they still have a huge hole at center back that they need to solve as well. So it's not like I just don't think that Madrid is this juggernaut that's so much better than Barcelona. Even if you want to say Barcelona, isn't playing their best right now, like neither is Madrid. So I'm not going to assume that Madrid is and Barcelona isn't, just because I just don't think that the gap's that big for me to think that at the end of the year Madrid's going to win by, I don't know, 20 points or 15 points or whatever. Like I think it's going to be pretty neck and neck the whole time.
You guys want to take a trip to the rumor mill?
Not my favorite place, but I do enjoy it.
All right, let's go. Okay, so our first rumor is involving Marcus Rashford, and it's that Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia are preparing a $58 million bid for Marcus Rashford to replace Sadio Mane at left wing. Is this a rumor you believe?
Once again, when Ten Hag was there and no goals is getting scored, yeah, sure. Listen, he's 28. Like, if you are under the age of 32, 33, why are you doing this? Like, as much as I forget who was talking. It was either Michael Richards or someone who was basically saying on one of these shows that, like, these dudes, especially the ones who have played in the Premier League, who have played in high division European leagues, is as much about money as it is about the stature of being one of the top players in the top league. So if you still have that in you, I don't know why you let that go, especially when there's so much more money, not so much more, but there is much more opportunity to be a Sky reporter. Like, there's so much this thing that you go to fucking Saudi, you're gonna get that bag and that's it. Like, you gonna be on Saudi TV? Like, that's cool. Like, you ain't on Sky, you ain't gonna be on BBC Sports. So, keep it chill, score more goals at United, and we're good. Like, he got Ruben. Stop with these bad rumors. I need better rumors.
Look, do I believe that the Saudi team offered this to Rashford or are planning to? 1,000%. Because 58 million is nothing. So, like, they're throwing him chump change hoping that he's going to bite. I'm actually surprised it was only 58 million. These guys usually overpay. That's actually, I'd be worried that my player's only getting offered 58 million by a
Damn.
To be obvious. Like, I'm just saying, that's nothing.
You being shady.
For those guys, that is nothing. So I believe that they're offering that to him. Now, do I think that he's interested or wants to go to Saudi? Like, no. So, I mean...
Well, so just to be clear, they're offering $58 million to Manchester United for him, is the rumor. Not $58 million to Rashford.
Well, same difference.
He gets a small cut of that.
Fair, but still, his contract is going to be at least somewhat based on the fact that the $58 million was the transfer fee. Like, he's not going to be making the same as, these other guys who are getting double that in transfer fee. Like, he doesn't have the leverage for that if he were to accept that. So, regardless, I just don't see him entertaining such an offer. I don't see Man U entertaining such an offer.
You see the goals being scored, right? What are y'all trying to do, bro?
It's been the goals have been scored in the past couple of weeks, but it's been a really quiet couple of years for Rashford. And the one piece that makes me believe it's possible is Manchester United has sort of let it be known that they don't want to spend a lot of money on new transfers because Ten Hag spends so much on really unsuccessful transfers that they want Ruben to reshape the team with what they got. So if you're Ruben Amorim and you're getting $58 million offer for Rashford, he's thinking, what can I do with that $58 million? Now I got some budget to play with that he maybe didn't have before. That's the only piece.
They also said that they were about to get $100 million from a man from Sporting. So, like, what's the truth?
That's what I'm saying, bro. It can't be.
Maybe this funds it.
Nah.
No, stop it. The math ain't mathing. That's rumor. The math ain't mathing.
All right. The next rumor is that Drake is going to perform at halftime of the World Cup 2026 finale. They've never done halftime performances of a World Cup finale. This is like a new thing, the Super Bowl paradigm. Do you believe this rumor that Drake is going to be doing this?
Yeah.
1000%.
Yes.
1000%.
Yes. He's getting his ass been his ass been spanked all summer. The boy from the West Coast out here doing fucking arena type shows in his hood, and then he about to go do an arena type show calling him a pedophile at the Super Bowl, America's biggest shindig. Listen, this is where Drake is gonna try to like up the score, like try to get back. His thing is gonna be like, yo, I'm going to be the bigger I'm gonna be the bigger draw at the bigger thing. So like, yes, it makes all the sense.
Yeah, I mean, true, but this is also in 2026, so this is a long time to be exacting revenge.
Yes.
I don't know how much people are going to care, 2 years after the Super Bowl.
It'll be the first thing. It'll be the first of its kind. It'll be like when Michael Jackson.
I get it, but I just don't know how relevant the beef will still be in 2 years.
Okay, well, that's the thing. It won't be about the beef per se, but it will be about this thing that he did where he kind of trying to set himself as number one or whatever.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, for him, why wouldn't he do it? I mean, I believe it.
And also, he's a far more like he's a FIFA type of like when it was cool to wear all the kits, bro. Like he put Balotelli in some lines. Like this is like of all the things that like people would try to shame Drake for, this actually is like quite on brand and makes a lot of sense. So like minus the beef and all that, Drake's at the World Cup halftime show kind of makes sense.
Yeah. The last rumor we have is about Xabi Alonso, who's currently the manager of Bayern Leverkusen. Xabi Alonso was a great midfielder with Cristiano Ronaldo for years on Real Madrid. And the rumor is that Xabi Alonso will be the next Real Madrid manager this summer. Do you believe that? I think that's some bullshit.
I don't like what is spurring this? Like, is there some like my thing is like, is there something I'm not? Is there some contract? Is Ancelotti's contract? Or is there?
I mean, I think Ancelotti is old. He's close to the end of his career.
Aren't they all old?
Say it again.
They're like all old. Like being an old man. Like it's. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, no, like I'm not to push. I'm just saying, like, old doesn't really seem like, does he have health problems? Is he trying to leverage a like what outside of this guy? What's his job?
I think one of the key questions is how do you integrate players into your squad? And I think we can say for certain he has not done a good job integrating Mbappe into the squad so far. We could say that. Like that's not hyperbolic to say, right?
I don't think. Okay, yeah, maybe that's not hyperbolic, but we just your words was that Vinny's gonna come back at striker, and when he comes back at striker with all the depth that they have, Barcelona should be worried. Is it him putting Vinny at striker to put Mbappe back at his that? Isn't that doing what you're accusing him not of doing?
Not really, like I think I mean, maybe there was tactical things he could have done that would have made Mbappe work better at striker. I don't know. I'm not a football manager.
That's what I mean.
But what I'm saying is that Madrid was 100% healthy to start the year.
Yes.
Everyone said they're the best team in the world by a wide margin.
Okay.
And they weren't. And I'm not saying I blame Ancelotti, but I could understand while Real Madrid's management is looking and saying he hasn't done a great job this year. You can't make that case, right?
Well, but that's not the case I'm making. The case that was made was that he didn't do with Mbappe, right? He hasn't adjusted with having Mbappe, or he hasn't made the proper adjustments to. And my thing is that there was a very small sample size where he let it try to play out, and then they made somewhat of adjustment. What was the adjustment? Vinny at striker, correct? And it seemed to work better. And what happens immediately? Vinny gets hurt. So I don't know if is it once again pushback. Is it fair to now say this is on him? I don't know.
I don't know if it's on him, but I do know like the way these management boards move. It's irrational. It's irrational. They got Mbappe, and they were like, "Yo, we're about to run the football world," and they haven't. Honestly, pure and simple. They're a contender.
Yes, the biggest issue is that they're 24th in the champions. I think that's like if they weren't so like, and to be fair, they're so far in the champions because they are losing. Everyone else is drawing. Like if you go look at the championship table, It's a lot, but they are just playing like their worst soccer, it seems, in the Champions, or they're playing their best. Like it is a super up and down type of performance. So if that's the case, I would be more in like, hey, they're too herky-jerky. There's not really a consistency in how they are playing, and that I could agree more to that than this idea that maybe he's not doing, like, because that seems unfair with all the things that are going around.
Yeah, I mean, to Real Madrid's total market value of their players is 1.3 billion euros. To be 24th in the Champions League with that is shocking. It's shocking.
Once again, you doing the Yankees salary cap. I'm not mad at you, but it's just like we play the games and like, Man City lost a 3-0 lead, and it's like, come on, bro. Like, this is the Champions League. There's parity, and with that new schedule, all these extra Europe, you don't think that's having an effect on some of these topper tier teams that would normally maybe play, play their secondary or sub players out in maybe a Champions League game that they thought they could have had and to prepare for their domestic league that they can't do anymore? I think all of this has to be taken into account. I don't think you're wrong though. Management is finicky, so I don't think you're wrong. But I just think let's be a little.
Yeah, this screams of Xabi Alonso's his agent put this out to the world. This is what this screams of. Because he's been at Leverkusen. Leverkusen he can't do anything else at Leverkusen. He is maxed out.
He won last year.
Exactly. So like I think is looking for bigger and better. I think this is a case of Xabi Alonso probably has more interest in Real Madrid than Real Madrid is like, oh, we're really looking for our next coach.
Now,
like he'll be there. Real Madrid, he'll be there. They don't need to. If they waited a year, if they waited 2 years, he is there.
And this one reminds this Ruben and Manchester United. Same thing. Manchester United last summer looking for a new coach. That they did the board meetings. But one of our first episodes is about Ten Hag is he on the chopping block? And what happened? Ultimately, the results will lead to the way. So, to the point, if they keep losing, yes, he'll be gone.
All right, we'll go give some big ups.
This is my favorite part of the show.
Our first big up, I want to big up Virgil van Dijk for standing up for Mo Salah. I don't know if you saw this, but Jamie Carragher was talking a little bit of shit.
Liverpool legend.
Liverpool legend was talking a little shit because he was upset that Mo Salah was talking about his contract situation at all. This is what Jamie Carragher had to say.
But I must say, I am very disappointed with Mo Salah. Liverpool have got Real Madrid midweek and they've got Manchester City at the weekend. That's the story for Liverpool right now.
So my man said he's disappointed in Mo Salah. They got all these big games coming up. You shouldn't be talking about your contract. And then after they beat Man City, after they beat Real Madrid, here was Virgil this weekend standing up for his man.
There's a big debate about player of the match between yourself and the man next to you.
Okay, we give it to him. So who picked him?
Gary Neville.
Okay, well done. Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm surprised that Carl didn't give it to you. But
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't give it to you.
Oh, here we go.
We're on Pundit Watch here. The pundits being analysed by players.
Listen to any of that.
I love the end. We don't listen to any of that while naming both of the. Listen. Athletes are some of my favorite people ever. Just I love it all. I love it all.
Yeah, I just like the height difference between them two standing there.
Fucking good.
It was like he was sticking up for his kid. It was nice.
First of all, you're fucking stupid. Listen, Kerrigan, I don't feel him, but I understand what. Listen, he's a pundit. He's a legend of the team, and he's thinking about Liverpool. He is not thinking about Mo Salah and Mo Salah's bag. He's not from the school of real ones like we are. So he can't see that Mo Salah's bag is about Mo Salah and Liverpool will be fine because the Fenway people got enough money for 3 lifetimes. He can't get that through his head. So I'm going to excuse my fellow bloke, because you know I am a bloke. I'm going to excuse my fellow bloke for not having the vision That's what I'm gonna. Because I think we can lean towards being a little too hard on people sometimes.
I was surprised how much Virgil came for him. Like it seemed like Virgil was more mad at Jamie Carragher than Salah.
Well, yes, because they know Salah is the guy, and to the point earlier we've had, it's not about the contract with these players. To Rodney's point, why would Mo Salah sit out? Why would Mo Salah's gonna keep playing? That's why I think people they both got upset, because they know Mo Salah cares about playing soccer. They know he cares about being the best soccer player in the world, so he's going to do that. So the contract situation is a personal thing. It's not a team thing. So that shit probably pissed them off. Like, my boy Moby's trying to score goals and set people up, and you out here talking to, like, I would be mad too for get on my boy's dick. Like, yeah, I'd be upset.
Well, also Van Dijk, his contract is coming up soon too, and he hasn't gotten his extension either. So I think that might have hit home a little.
Well, yeah, once again, these guys, buddy, I said it earlier, people gotta get paid. It's not just Salah, bro. You think Salah and them not talking about in the group chat? Man, these motherfuckers, we work with these broke motherfuckers, these Americans, these motherfuckers Americans, they had all this money when they bought us, now they want to be, hey, listen, I feel them. Where LeBron at? Shit, he need to tweet at LeBron. That's what I would do.
Next big up, I'm gonna big up Bukayo Saka for putting up a goal and 3 assists against West Ham this weekend.
Star boy.
It looks like Arsenal's back. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean, did they ever really leave? They seemed like they weren't like down bad or doing nothing crazy. But to your point, like, this is definitely the best game I think I've saw them play collectively, especially with Odegaard and Saka combo. I mean, Saka really dominated that game. Like, he really did. Whether, all the chances, again, came through him, and it was like it wasn't even counterattacks. He just produced them, you know what I mean? Like, just whether it be one-on-one, cutting back in, he really did everything. He looked like the best player in the Premier League this weekend.
I feel like that's where I was gonna go with it. Like, at a certain point, the conversation with Saka gotta change from he's because he's relatively young, so it has to change from he's a good young one of the best to is this dude one of the best, or if not the best player in the Premier League? Like, now I would probably still have to go with Salah, just because of what he's done throughout this season, consistency throughout this season. Saka had a bit of a down point when Odegaard wasn't there, so I do think he would get docked a little bit for that. But man, to Rodney's point, he was doing it all, and they are so good on set pieces. It is actually very scary how every time they kick a corner, I'm like, are they going to score? Like, it's very scary that one team would be so good at set pieces like that. So, big shout out to Starboy.
Well, he's only 23, and as a Man City fan, I remember when there was a big debate on who's the better English player, Phil Foden or Saka. And
that's just racism, Brad. That's all that.
That's jokes.
I'm not gonna ask Brad who he thought was better than.
I think I would have gone Saka, honestly, but who do you?
I'd hate to pull up some tweets.
I don't know if I have pro Foden tweets, to be honest. I think I've been a Foden truther for a minute. Who do you? So Arsenal and Chelsea are now totally tied for second place. They have the same goal differential, same wins, losses, and draws, everything. Who do you think between Arsenal and Chelsea has a better chance to contend with Liverpool?
I'm gonna go with Arsenal because I'm gonna just keep it as simple as I think Saka is better than Palmer. Plus, he has a better sidekick. I like Odegaard as well as a duo. So I'm gonna just keep it simple because they are very even, as you just pointed out. I think in Arsenal they did last year too. Like, they were right there last year. So this is
they were leading until they fell off. Fucking clowns.
Chelsea had a very bad year last year. You know what I mean? Like, and they're coming back strong. I've seen it longer with Arsenal in terms of the current teams.
I would agree with everything you said, and I'm still going to take Chelsea because I think Palmer and Jackson that duo to me right now might be the scariest duo in the Premier League. Jackson, I was just having this conversation with brother Brad earlier about him being maybe the best striker in the Premier League at the moment. Like, no longer Haaland, so someone got to take the title. And I think Nicholas Jackson, I listen, the way left foot, right foot, the boy is he seems to be the finisher that I was hearing other cats are. And I like Fernandez, I like Neto. I just think that team, I don't know, there's something about Chelsea that I in particular really like this season, and I think not having to play the champions will ultimately be the thing that helps them, because midweek when Arsenal is having to play, Real Madrid or Leverkusen or Munich, Chelsea's going to be playing some 29th division English whatever guys and something FA whatever. So I think that will ultimately be a benefit to them in the Premier League, and I think that's why they'll be the ones to ultimately challenge Liverpool.
Yeah, I would take Chelsea also, mainly because I think
with me.
I think that the coach Enzo Maresco has done an amazing job there. He came in this year. Last year he coached Leicester to the top of the lower English division. Then he got the promotion, and he took the same exact group of players that pretty much were very mid last year, and they look amazing this year. They are flying. The thing about Arsenal is Arteta doesn't make adjustments. He's a very strong defensive coach. He only buys defensive players. And we saw when Odegaard and Saka were hurt, he didn't really have a plan B. I think Maresco with Chelsea definitely has a plan B. He's trying new 100%.
How do you know that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, see, this is only my issue, because the idea of managers having these different, it sounds good with all the pieces, but once people start getting injured, that's not how it works. It changed. Like
Chelsea would be just as down bad without Palmer.
Without Palmer or Jackson.
I honestly don't think so. I think they got people
You're
on the
bugging.
bench.
Without Palmer or Jackson.
I didn't say Palmer or Jackson, to be fair, but I think they can miss a couple games with Cole Palmer and be all right.
Okay, yes, because I think you could bring maybe Nuku.
Like they bought Pedro Neto, who was a great pickup, and they just
I just said I love Neto.
strengthened the offense with that. And Maresco is working with the players who have struggled. Arteta, when he gets a player and they struggle, such as Gabriel Jesus or Zinchenko, he just fucking gives up on them and puts them on the bench. When it's over. He buys Raheem Sterling and never plays him because he's fucking washed.
That's a bad.
But it's like, why did you buy him? I don't trust Arteta. I think he's a great defensive mind, but the problem is you saw it when Saka and Odegaard were out. Those two creative offensive pieces, there was no chances being created outside of set pieces when they were gone.
I'm not gonna push back.
Rodney, you wanted to big up
yeah.
Christian
Y'all know what
Pulisic?
time it is. Everybody put your hand over your heart. Time to say your Pledge of Allegiance. The Christian Pulisic, Captain America. He's got a docu-series out, World Cup 2026. It's about to be a movie in the States. Everybody come through. Football is here. And we're going up. Hey, run the clip. Watch my man Pulisic. Let's go.
He doesn't like to be called Captain America, but I don't care. You are Captain America.
Look at Zlatan. Zlatan knows. Hey, Zlatan wish he could get his passport in time, his green card in time. He's trying to be on Team USA.
I'm one of the biggest dogs in the world. No pressure. I'm a pretty private person.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Got the camera in my face.
That is easily the best American player.
Not after 2026 World Cup. It's going to be Pulisic.
All right, before Rodney gets into his rest of his fanfare and he does all his I love Captain America nonsense, did your man say he would be the best player in the world? Like, be fucking serious.
That's
like,
what you need, bro. You need that vision. You need that ambition.
Be fucking serious.
That's ambition.
We saw you in the Premier League, buddy.
That's the most American thing I've heard all day today.
We have good memory. Secondly, motherfucker said I don't like being on camera, and then it's like, what? Make it make sense. Also, why the fuck at 27 does Pulisic need a docu-series? He ain't done shit. Like, he ain't done shit. Like, what are you getting a docu-series for?
Listen. This is getting in. You ever heard? Look, I don't know how much of an investor you are. This is called getting in early. This is what it's called.
Ground floor.
You get in early.
So hold on. What is he? Let's go to the future now. Let's go to the future now. What is he gonna have to do in 2026 to make this worthwhile?
Bro, all he has to do is lead USA in goals, and USA makes it to the knockout round. That's it.
So he got to be in the final 16 and have the most goals on Team America on the USA.
And we're back.
Watch it be some immigrant child from a third world country, because that's exactly how American soccer works. Fuck out of here, Christian Pulisic.
He's gonna lead either. Well, I'll say. Because he'd be scoring, sometimes he'd be assisting, but we're going to keep it simple. We'll say goals scored, even though I think he may have more assists.
That's what I'm saying. That's if you're going to say, like, points created, I'd be like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, but maybe we can say goals plus assists.
Yeah, you better get cheeky with it.
And he can lead USA roster in that, and we get it to the knockout round. We're back.
Listen, your man not even the best player on AC Milan. Like, please.
Bro, he's been hooping with AC Milan.
I didn't say he hasn't been hooping. I just said he wasn't the best player. That's all I said.
He don't got to be the best player. This is a low bar for Team USA. He don't got to be the best player. Like, what does that mean?
Your man say we're the best player in the world. He's not even the best player on the fucking second team in the fucking Italian soccer. Get the fuck out of here. No.
Right now.
I'm trying to say Mbappe the best player. He ain't playing in the French league. This motherfucker playing Italian. Fuck out of here.
Bro,
he didn't play for Juventus.
Yo, your inner capitalist needs to tap in, bro. We're buying early. We're buying early for the stock, and we're about to ride the wave, bro. It's about to be a short squeeze. This is about to be GameStop, Bitcoin, all in one. We're going to the moon. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, if I lose this money on this Captain America, we're gonna have some real big problems.
I think one of the most annoying things about United States soccer is we gotta get hype about losers like Christian Pulisic. Like, we saw him in the Premier League. Every single year he got worse. His first year he was decent. He got 4 man of the matches. He had a little something with Chelsea.
True or false? True or false? Christian Pulisic is playing the best soccer of his life.
Yes, true.
That's a beautiful thing, but he might be the 200th best player in the world playing the best soccer of his life.
Yes.
That means it's only up. It's only up.
Yes, from 200.
He's 27. He's going to be 30 in a couple years. You're not getting in early.
This is my issue with Pulisic. He's actually really good. Like, he's actually been really good in the Champions. So this is not even one of those things where I could be like, oh, he hasn't really played well. But he needs a moment. Like, can he have?
I'm telling you, 2026.
No. I'm talking about for his club. He needs a moment to be like, all right, you are the guy. Play a big Champions League game match versus.
Where's AC Milan in the standings? They should make to the knockout round.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So when they get there, if that's what I'm saying. He has time before 2026 to make me a believer. Is all I'm saying.
And I'm telling you, if you get in now, the profits are going to be stupendous. That's what I'm telling you. Why would you get in after you see the results? I'm telling you, this is the American way. This is how we do things around here. Are you about your bag or not?
Pulisic has been amazing this year, but do you remember that incredible run he had for United States soccer in an international competition?
Bro. I don't care about the past. It's 2026. We're looking forward. The whole doc is looking forward. That's what you're not getting. When you're in the stock market, bro, you're looking forward. You don't care about what the company did in the past. They could have filed for bankruptcy in the past. That's just a good buy opportunity right now because they're back up. You feel me? That's like, you're not tapped in. Y'all not tapped in.
I realize we got Warren Buffett over here.
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
The last big up we have is to a man who makes Kyle Walker look like a good guy sometimes. And this is Marco Icardi. And Marco Icardi is very, very famous for beginning to date a woman while he was married to Marco Icardi's teammate.
While she was.
Yes.
Yeah. So Marco Icardi was trying to get with teammate Maxi Lopez's wife, and eventually he did.
I'm about to say, didn't try. He did.
He did, and it became his wife.
Yes.
And shocker, he's now getting divorced from that woman. And who's his new boo? His fucking divorce lawyer. And I'm just like, I want to applaud him for his consistency, you know?
Hey, Icardi, great card on FIFA, I will say.
What I will say is, I find this man so hilarious because he's like one of the. At one point, you could have made a case like he was probably one of the better soccer players in the world. And he was literally, not literally, but rumors have it be that he was basically shunned from Argentinian football because of this. And I just love the dedication to getting the bitches. I just love the I love the dedication to getting the Seans so much that he was like, yo, no matter what, I'm about these Seans. Like I'm going to do what I need to do, regardless of regardless of football, my country, my teammate. When it comes to me, I'm about my shorties. And
I'm about to do a Google search. I need to see.
I love that moment Chuck had when he just remembered, I'm a girl dad.
Type shit. But listen, I honestly respect it because it takes two to tango, first of all. And these ladies gotta be like, leave me alone. I got like.
But like, if you're the wife he's divorcing, right? Like,
hey, she's kind of bad too. So
the divorce lawyer, right?
The divorce.
Yeah.
Imagine that scene in the courtroom where your wife is on the other side and you're sitting there next to your lawyer/lover.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
looking
high
at
quality
the,
drama.
I'm on Google Images right now. Don't mind me.
Don't mind me. It's nuts. This is a bad horny podcast. Like you guys have had a few times.
I'm looking at the Google Images right now.
I'm looking at the Google Images.
Trying to see if she got a link
voice.
tree.
Wow.
If she has a link tree, it's crazy.
Yeah, we might need to end this podcast before Rodney gets us canceled.
Nah, before what you gonna call it? Come after
All right,
him.
let me see what his ex-wife looks like. Hold on.
I think he's got a couple ex-wives.
No, he was young when he married her. That's the whole thing. He was on the he was like
he really saw his teammate's girl and he was like,
bro, he was like 23 or something when he married this lady. Like,
she's cute too.
Yeah, she's just older. She's a little older than him. So he was like, I'm about to go.
He had to hit the refresh.
Yeah, he was like, I'm about to go date my age mates now. That's all it was. Because I think she's a few years older than him.
well, I think that wraps up episode 6.
Wow, Rodney is
Legend
on
rare.
Google.
Damn, McCarty be getting it in.
Bro, he's a. I tell you, my man, bro.
The football players, I gotta tell you, there's some messy ass football.
What?
Walker,
You know what?
McCarty.
The next international break, we just gotta like do a messy episode. Like we gotta just do like a rumor, like just all the topics of just soccer.
Yo, he got mad kids.
Bro, yeah, bro.
There's about to be a bunch of Icardis running around in lower division soccer soon.
Lower division. Have some respect for this man. This man is a world class
I'm just on
player.
the Google Images though. Y'all can end the podcast.
He said, "I'm just on the Google Images." Y'all crazy.
Once again, shout out to everybody for subscribing. All our YouTube fans.
The footies, we love y'all.
Footies.
Listen, we're going up.
Hey,
Listen,
USA.
World Cup 2026. Y'all come in here. We doing it all. We're gonna link up. We're gonna do shows. We're gonna go to bars and watch these games. Listen, the footies. We are a nation. We are a group. We are a people. We are
Nation. Out.